Hello and welcome to Midday Update. Coming up are the headlines for the day. 8th edition of Europcar Open to be hosted at Mouj Golf course. Event highlights ancient neighborhoods in Oman's Dhofar. People in Oman urged to take a flu vaccine. France and India adopt joint roadmap on green hydrogen. Biden to release 15 million barrels from oil reserve and more possible. New Jersey snake on United flight sends passengers into panic. AGCFF to hold draw for 25th Gulf Cup. Oman Seep Club in Kuala Lumpur with eye on AFC Cup triumph. Those were the headlines. Now for the local stories for the day. After the tremendous success of the last 7 editions of the Europcar Open, Mouj Golf course is once again ready to host the 8th edition, which promises to be even more enthralling on Friday, December 2nd, 2022. As with every year, the Europcar Open golf event will see the best golfers in the country competing for the Men's Division A, Men's Division B, Ladies and Interclub Challenge trophies. Europcar hosted a launch dinner at the Mumtaz Mahal for the GMs, captains of the 4 golf clubs from Oman and the sponsors and partners. Oman Golf Association was represented by Ahmed Al-Jundami, Director, and Jamie Wood, Championship and Technical Director. The clubs were represented by Marcus Casey, Head Golf Professional, and Girish Chawla's Men's Captain at Mouj Golf, Khalil Al-Wahabi, GM, Ahmed Al-Farsi, Operations Manager, and Mark Davis, Men's Captain at Kala Golf Club, Sean Skibinski, Operations Manager, and Simon Walker, Men's Captain at Ras Al Hamra, Jade Lucas, Operations Manager at Sifa Golf Club. The title sponsor for this prime corporate golfing event is Peugeot and Aston Martin and will be partnered by Mistal Watches and Al Alia Insurance. Other sponsors include Kempinski, Travelex, African and Eastern, W.H. Smith, Mumtaz Mahal, Woodlands, and media partners Times of Oman. It is almost overwhelming to see how far we have come. This is our 8th year hosting the Europcar Open, but we are as excited as we were here when we did our first. The Europcar Open effortlessly blends the elements of business with pleasure, bringing to the golfers an experience to remember. The event serves as a great networking platform between fellow golf enthusiasts, said Nitin Sapre, GM Europcar Open. The Director General of Heritage and Tourism in the Governorate of Dhofar organized a seminar on ancient neighborhoods in Dhofar. Ali Ahmed Al-Mashani, Assistant Director of Heritage at the General Director of Heritage and Tourism, said in a statement that the number of old neighborhoods reached 1,036 all over Oman. He further said that the ministry, in cooperation with authorities concerned, counted, documented and repaired several ancient neighborhoods in a bid to transform them to become cultural and economic sources of revenue and as tourism destinations. Al-Mashani added that the seminar highlights several important topics through scientific work papers presented by researchers and scholars in the fields of history and architecture. A presentation was given during the event on ancient architecture and the details of doors, window, and the styles of old houses and neighborhoods. The seminar was held under the patronage of Professor Amr Ali Al-Rawas, Vice Chancellor of Dhofar University. People in the Sultanate of Oman have been urged to get a jab of seasonal flu vaccine as the vaccine is safe. The call for taking the seasonal flu vaccine gains importance given the growing cases of seasonal influenza across the Sultanate of Oman, according to the Ministry of Health and practicing doctors. Speaking to Times of Oman, Dr. Zaid Al-Hinai, a pediatric infectious disease consultant at Sultan Qaboos University, said the following. The spread of influenza cases is currently on the rise and we have started to monitor severe infections among children and adults. We have noticed cases among individuals who do not suffer from chronic diseases. The seasonal influenza virus is similar to what we have seen in the past, but I think the only difference is rising in number of cases. But over the last 2 years, it was the COVID-19 pandemic and not many were affected by seasonal flu. The herd immunity decreases if the virus is receding, so the infections this year are likely infections for the first time, and the symptoms are stronger and more widespread. He also added, saying the vaccination is free at health centers for anyone with chronic disease, obese or aged over 50, and pregnant women as well. Vaccination is also available to everyone at private hospitals. Speaking to Times of Oman, Dr. Fatma Hashim Abdullah Al-Hashmi, Director of Disease Surveillance and Control, Director General of Health Services, North Batana Governorate, said the following. We have noticed a rise in the cases of seasonal influenza in the Governorate of North Al-Batana. The rise in cases is not confirmed to the Governorate of North Al-Batana but to all the governorates. Cases of seasonal influenza began in early September this year, and the main reason was community members mingling freely. Dr. Asim Al-Manji, Head of Surveillance Section, Department of Disease Surveillance and Control in Muscat region, said the following. There are several reasons for the growing cases of seasonal flu. The virus evolves every year, and that's why we recommend a seasonal flu vaccine to curb the spread and help patients recover soon. Those were the local stories. We'll take a short break and we'll be back with international news. Stay tuned.
Oman's largest online supermarket now has no minimum order limit. From grocery to household items, Rafiq has everything that you want. Enjoy worry-free shopping with over 8,000 products to choose from and get it delivered straight to your doorstep. Rafiq, you order, we deliver.
Welcome back to Midday Update. Now for the international stories. India and France on Tuesday adopted the Indo-French roadmap on the development of green hydrogen to work in a number of areas, including industrial partnerships on energy and for greater knowledge sharing and skill development. The Minister of State for Development, Francophonie and International Partnerships of France, Her Excellency Ms. Chrysola Zakharopoulou, and Shri R.K. Singh, Honourable Minister of Power, New and Renewable Energy, Government of India, today adopted the Indo-French roadmap on the development of green hydrogen, French Embassy in New Delhi said in a press statement. According to the embassy statement, France and India believe that decarbonized hydrogen holds immense potential to decarbonize our economies, and both have adopted ambitious national hydrogen strategies. On May 4th, on the occasion of their meeting in Paris, President Emmanuel Macron and Prime Minister Narendra Modi gave a clear mandate to foster bilateral cooperation on hydrogen. The adoption of this roadmap delivers on this mandate. Through this roadmap, France and India commit to working together on establishing a regulatory framework for developing a decarbonized hydrogen value chain covering production, storage, transportation, and consumption. It also aims at developing robust carbon content certification methods to certify the carbon content of decarbonized hydrogen throughout its life cycle. Knowledge sharing and skill development programs between certification bodies will be encouraged. Both countries wish to foster research and development to improve hydrogen technologies. To this end, France and India will facilitate cooperation between the relevant research institutions, including by facilitating visa issuance for researchers, the embassy said. The roadmap will also help support the industrial partnerships between the French and Indian energy industries. France and India will facilitate contacts between economic actors, facilitate administrative procedures, and support pilot projects where suitable, the release said. President Joe Biden will announce the release of 15 million barrels of oil from the U.S. Strategic Reserve on Wednesday as part of a response to recent production cuts announced by the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries, or OPEC+. As per countries, he will say more oil sales are possible this winter as his administration rushes to be seen as pulling out all the stops ahead of next month's midterm elections. Biden will deliver remarks on Wednesday to announce the drawdown from the Strategic Reserve, senior administration officials said on Tuesday, on the condition of anonymity to outline Biden's plans. It completes the release of 180 million barrels authorized by Biden in March that was initially supposed to occur over 6 months. That has sent the Strategic Reserve to its lowest level since 1984 in what the administration called a bridge until domestic production could be increased. The reserve now contains roughly 400 million barrels of oil. Biden will also open the door to additional releases this winter in an effort to keep prices down. But administration officials would not detail how much the president would be willing to tap, nor how much they want domestic and production to increase in order to end the drawdown. Biden will also say that the US government will restock the strategic reserve when oil prices are at or lower than USD 67 to USD 72 a barrel, an offer that administrative officials argue will increase domestic production by guaranteeing a baseline level of demand. The prospective loss of 2 million barrels a day, 2% of global supply, has had the White House saying Saudi Arabia sided with Russian President Vladimir Putin and pledging there will be consequences for supply cuts that could prop up energy prices. The 15 million barrel release would not cover even one full day's use of oil in the US, according to the Energy Information Administration. The unexpected appearance of a snake on a plane sent passengers into a panic on Monday at the end of a flight from Florida's Tampa City to New Jersey and called the workers at New York Liberty International Airport to catch the reptile. The Port Authority of New York and New Jersey said in a statement that the airport's wildlife operations staff and Port Authority Police Department officers met United Flight 2038 at the gate and removed the garter snake and later on released it into the wild. The statement further added that no one was injured and operations were not affected. In a statement, United said passengers alerted the crew to the snake and the airline called the appropriate authorities to take care of the situation. Sources reported citing local media of New Jersey that the passengers flying in business class spotted the snake while the plane was taxiing after landing. Passengers started shrieking and pulling up their feet. After the snake was removed, passengers deplaned with their baggage and the plane was searched for any other reptiles crawling aboard and found none. The common garter snake is found in every Florida country and is not venomous or aggressive towards humans. Those are the international stories. We'll take a short break and we'll be back with sports news. Stay tuned.
Oman's largest online supermarket now has no minimum order limit. From grocery to household items, Rafiq has everything that you want. Enjoy worry-free shopping with over 8,000 products to choose from and get it delivered straight to your doorstep. Rafiq, you order, we deliver.
Welcome back to Midday Update. Now for the sports stories. The Arab Gulf Cup Football Federation has confirmed its full readiness to hold the draw for the 25th Arabian Gulf Cup on Tuesday, October 25, 2022. The Arab Gulf Cup Football Federation confirmed the date of holding the draw for the 25th Arabian Gulf Cup scheduled for next Tuesday, corresponding to 25th October at the Grand Millennium Hotel in Basra. The draw will be preceded by 3 meetings of the committees, which are the Competitions Committee, the Referees Committee and the Media Committee. As part of the preparations for the draw ceremony, invitations were sent to some Gulf players to attend the draw ceremony, which is the first step and the official announcement of the tournament. Jassim Al-Rumehi, Secretary General of the Arab Gulf Cup Football Federation, said the following. All the final arrangements and preparations for the ceremony of the 25th Gulf Cup draw are going according to what was prepared in advance with the brothers in Iraq. Coordination meetings will also be held in the next few days on the latest developments of the ceremony in all respects and with all relevant parties. Preparations in Iraq are in full swing to host the tournament, which will be a Gulf Carnival, as coordination meetings are continuing whether with regard to arrangements for the draw or those related to the tournament in general, or meetings related to the committees. The coming period will witness the announcement of more details, Al-Rumehi added. It was the boost the domestic football giant Seeb Club needed ahead of their maiden participation in the final of AFC Cup. And it came at the perfect time as a confident Seeb Club team landed in Kuala Lumpur with a mission to create history. Seeb will lock horns with Malaysia's Kuala Lumpur City in the summit clash of the 2022 AFC Cup on October 22nd. The match kicks off at 3 p.m. Oman time. His Highness Syed Yazin bin Haitham Al Said, Minister of Culture, Sports and Youth, on Tuesday gave orders for the support of the Seeb Club, which included a special Oman Air flight to be provided to the club fans for the final. The Ministry of Culture, Sports and Youth also said the financial aid has been provided to the club for their preparations ahead of the final. In an effort to acclimatize to the weather conditions in Malaysia, Seeb delegation departed from Muscat on Tuesday and arrived in Kuala Lumpur later in the afternoon. With a goal to earn the first AFC Cup title, Seeb coach Rashid Jabbar wasted little time after the team's arrival and organised the team's first warm-up session in the night. The AFC Cup is the second most prestigious club tournament organised by the Asian Football Confederation and only next to Asian Champions League. Seeb are chasing history as it vies to become the first Omani club to claim a title at the continental level. Seeb booked a place in the final in style, trouncing Bahrain's Al Rafa club 4-0 in the semi-final at the Seeb Sports Club. Seeb, the reigning domestic league, His Majesty's Cup and Super Cup champions, are the first team from the Sultanate of Oman to reach the AFC Cup final in the current format. Those are all the local, international and sports stories for the day. For more updates, stay tuned and keep watching TTV.
You've just heard the live feed from the TTV studios on TFM 95.4. Let's talk.